Say something for the podcast. Tell the people what you feel.
I'm just jazzed about being on the show, man.
You are listening to The Objective Jerk, where objectiveness is the objective, and I am said jerk.
What's going on, everybody? This is The Objective Jerk, and I'm said jerk. How's everyone doing? Hope everybody is doing splendid. I say the same thing I do listen to my podcasts, just to make sure that I don't sound like a complete moron. I mean, I know that's kind of impossible, I guess, but anyway, to be honest with you, I don't really have. Usually, I try to wait till when I'm really have something to say and want to talk about something to record a podcast. I used to do a podcast, I had days scheduled, so I'd always have one, you know what I mean? And so I'd find something to talk about, And that was fine, I guess, sometimes, maybe, I don't know. But really, I think it's better when it's just when I'm in the mood to talk about something and I'll talk about it. So I think that kind of works out better. But today there's a storm happening. There's a tropical storm off the coast. And so it's been raining pretty, when rainy season comes here, starts, which is June roughly. It's it'll rain if it's going to rain, it'll it starts off raining in the afternoon, every day or every other day or something. There'll be some cloudiness and it'll rain a little bit and that's it. And then it seems like it turns into in the morning, I think. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyway, right now there's, like I said, a tropical storm. So it's been raining. It rained a pretty good storm, wind and lightning and thunder the other day. And then it started raining, was it yesterday? I think it's been raining pretty much all day yesterday and then today. And it's looking looking on my little app thing for the weather, it's going to be for a couple days of kind of. So right now it's just drizzling right now. But it's earlier I was okay, I'm going to go and try and get something done. And of course, it's got to start raining, pouring down heavier. Now that I'm inside, I'm I'm going to do a podcast. Now it stops raining a little bit. But that's the way it goes, right? I don't know. I've done some movie-type podcasts. Some of them do okay. Some don't. I guess when I talked about Zack Snyder. Oh, hey, speaking of Zack Snyder. Oh, okay, I'll save that. But I talked about Zack Snyder and I talked about Quentin Tarantino stuff. Those did okay. My reaction to the trailers are doing all right, but I guess it doesn't work on the podcast because the person listening to the podcast does not hear the trailer, even though, if you could still listen to what I'm so it's kind of stupid. I don't know. I was sitting there listening and I was yeah, that's kind of dumb. I don't know why I did that. But, so of course those aren't going to be real popular. One of my Trump videos was the most viewed and listened to one that I've done so far. So, but man, I just don't really want to talk about politics. Or it kind of seems like conspiracy. I mean, I do want to talk about politics, but I don't want to make that my channel or anything like that. But it does kind of seem like my conspiracy videos do better. And then when I talked about when I read off talking about this guy that was killing pedophiles and stuff like that, maybe I can find some other stories to kind of talk about, share my thoughts and opinions about it. Maybe I'll try that. But today was just like I said, it was raining. I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about except, well, a little bit about obviously Kamala Harris, right? So Biden, he got out, which I knew he would. I didn't know how they would do it. I just knew he wasn't going to run. So yeah, but I don't know. Kamala she's she's almost worse because Joe is senile and old and his brain's just not working right. She's a lot younger and her brain for the most part seems to work fine, but she's a whack job too. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Mystery Men with Ben Stiller, where it's like a bunch of wannabe superheroes and stuff. It's a hilarious movie if you've never seen it, but in it they have the Blue Raja. No, that was the guy that threw the forks. My wife is here. I just heard her come to the door, so I'm gonna have to yell. I'm doing a podcast. What was his name? The Sphinx? I think that was his name. So it's this guy, that was the Sphinx that comes in and like is training them, and he would. I'm doing a podcast. Are you burning? Yeah, I'll back. But he would sit there and just tell them like, how to have a balanced attack, you must learn to attack your balance, or I can't remember exactly, but it was just like, what? And Kamala Harris, every time she speaks, that's what I think about. She does these like little whatever kind of stuff that she's trying to make people think, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know. She's retarded. She's like officially retarded. And the other thing is too is like, Biden obviously hasn't been running the country. He can't. So who's been doing it? Is it multiple people? Is it Jill Biden? Is it Kamala? Maybe she's been, I don't know, who's to say. But regardless, if it is, then we know that she can't do it and she's failing. So it's just kind of funny how, but the thing is too, is like they have no choice. They can't pick anybody else because all the money from the donors is all put, they can't just like switch it over and use that money for someone else. That money is for Biden and Kamala. So all that money is no good if they were to grab Gavin Newsom or something like that. You know what I mean? So, which is good. I mean, it keeps people from just changing. Oh, hey, we're just going to pull this person. And it's like, well, what happened to doing primaries and people electing the people to run? You know what I mean? So it's a good thing, but like that's the reason why I think some people are like, why would they pick Kamala? It's because they don't have a choice. They have to. It's either Biden or Kamala at this point, or don't run and just But yeah, I think the whole thing's crazy, and I think they just need to. I'm kind of thinking they have already. They've already just accepted the fact that Trump's going to win. So let's start getting ready for that, and let's start getting ready for the next election. You know what I mean? So let's just let Kamala try and run. She's going to lose, and then we'll just focus on the next election. And that's what I'm kind of thinking. Or they'll try and take out Trump again or something. I don't know. Or Trump will have a heart attack his first year in office or something. I don't know. Heart attack, quote unquote. But yeah, so that's crazy. So yes, to not to just jump ship, but Zack, dude, I just saw my arm. My muscles are getting flabby. I need to go back to the gym. Actually trying to find. I'm looking to just get some stuff for home because I just don't like to be at the gym. I don't like being around people. And there was a gym that I was going to that's kind of a long drive. The owner of it became acquainted with and actually enjoyed that gym. but it was kind of a long drive. And then we had family death in the family, and the whole thing just stopped. And so it was like, okay, why even go again? And then my son started going to the gym close by, which is actually a really nice gym. But man, it gets packed, and it's just, I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'd rather just get a couple things here at home, have my own little home gym, and then that way, maybe I'll still go to a gym occasionally, because obviously I'm not going to have everything that they offer, but for the most part, I can get my workouts at home, and then maybe occasionally, when I'm feeling like I want to socialize, I'll go to the gym. But yeah. So why did I talk about that? What was I talking about? I don't even know. Oh my gosh! I talk so much crap about Biden, but man, I ain't much better, really. But so yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out some things for my podcast. I mean, like I said before, it's just for me to kind of get things off my chest, and my microphone therapy or whatever. But it'd be kind of cool to get a little bit more interaction with people, and get some people to be like, hey dude, talk about this or whatever. So it's like I'm still pretty minimal. Of course, I get emails for people trying to like mark, hey, I can help you. It's like, I don't want to spend money. Okay. Maybe if I was to actually make some money, like I think I've made like $2 on Rumble. I don't know. I don't even know how to collect that if I wanted to. But yeah, like if I started actually getting money, even if it's a little bit, maybe I would use that to go back into, whatever. Because I tried doing a little promoting on like TikTok, or even did some Facebook stuff, but it didn't really result in any, like it was like there was a little bit of a surgence or whatever, but it didn't last, and it was probably all bullshit anyway. But so I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll try and find some stories to maybe kind of read and just maybe talk about, because that one I did, the Alaskan Avenger, that's what it was. That one was like, that was my most popular podcast. I mean, this is a podcast that I do, but I have, like I said, Rumble. I have pretty regular views on Rumble, but some do better than others, obviously. And but that was the most popular one on the actual podcast, for the podcast, the audio side. I don't know how well it did on Rumble. I'd have to look. I'll look real quick, just for my own curiosity. I don't even know how long ago was that I did that. It was a while ago. Let's see. Let's see, real quick. Dang, was it a while ago? What was it? It was called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I called it the Alaskan Avenger or something. Dang, maybe I called it something else. Oh, it's right here. 15 from Rumble. See, it didn't really do that well on Rumble. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it again. But anyway. So I saw that, speaking of Zack Snyder, I saw that the Rebel Moon, the trailer for his R-rated, or not R-rated, but director's cut, is coming out. And I was thinking about doing a reaction to it, but I was like, I'm lazy, man. That's like the most editing I've done, doing those 2 reaction videos. And like I said, it doesn't make any sense for the podcast. So, but Zack Snyder, man, his director's cut, whatever you want to call them, they're always better. The Sucker Punch movie, director's cut's way better. The Batman vs Superman is way better, and the Justice League is 100 times better. So I'm actually after watching it, I'm actually kind of excited to watch it. Like, I was excited about Rebel Moon just because I do like him as a director and I like a lot of his stuff. I didn't like Army of the Dead, so I wasn't like overly excited, but it was okay. But watching this trailer, it almost looks like a completely different movie. Or it looks like it's the third one, the third, because it shows so much and you already kind of know the characters and stuff. Then you're like, whoa, what's going on? So, and of course, I think I had to have watched the Red Band trailer or whatever because it was pretty gory. And, just because gore doesn't necessarily make a movie great, but it does kind of add to the visual style of it, I guess. It'll be kind of interesting to see. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to watch that, which comes out next month. Sometime at the beginning, I think. First week or something like that. So, see how that goes. But I haven't really been excited about a movie. I don't get excited for movie theater stuff because I'm not going to really go. I mean, I might go see Deadpool and Wolverine, but with my son for his birthday, but I don't know. I'm not even really looking forward to it. It's probably going to be good. But I don't know, man. It's just...
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks again for listening to The Objective Jerk. I greatly appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, comment on wherever you're finding this, and you can also email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. So, hope you're enjoying it, and please continue on with the episode.
I just don't, and then you have all the retarded pretending actors and celebrities that talk about how, they're upset that the shooter missed Trump and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, and they all sit there and say the same crap. If Trump wins, I'm leaving the country. Man, I hope you do. I hope you do, and you never make another movie again. It's just kind of annoying, And like, what was the last one? There was some. Oh yeah, it's Jack Black, right? So he's a musician, obviously. I think he started off as a musician and then started working as an actor to get by. And then once became successful as an actor, then he started doing a little bit more of his band, Tenacious D or whatever, which I like the Tenacious D movie. I mean, it's stupid. It's not really well made, but I still liked it. And for the most part, I liked Jack Black, but it's like things like this, it's just like, it really, and and he's not even the one that said what, caused everything. So anyway, he's for those that don't know, he's at a concert. It's the other dude. I can't think of his name right now. The other guy, Tenacious D. It was his birthday, so they did a birthday thing, and for his wish, he was like, "Don't miss Trump next time" or whatever, And it's like this was like the day after or whatever, and I don't know. Like free speech. I don't believe in cancel culture. But if you say something, you got to be prepared to deal with the consequences. And I don't think people should just like, I mean, if you want to not follow him anymore because of it, then, hey, if you think it was distasteful and you're like grossed out and you're like, dude, I don't want to support him anymore. Cool. If it doesn't really bother you because it's a joke, sort of, then that's cool too, But the thing that really kind of shows the kind of people that they are, that actors and celebrities are. So the guy goes and says this and then gets all kinds of shit for it. What he should have done is be like, hey, sorry if that offended you. It was a joke. Maybe it was bad taste. I don't like Trump. That's no surprise. But, sorry if it offended you. Maybe it was not a good joke, and I'm sorry, or whatever. That would have turned out better than I think the way they did it, because it was just, I mean, they kind of did that, but it was like, oh crap, we're going to lose all kinds of whatever. So then he comes up with this apology, and it doesn't really work. And then he goes in and he deletes his apology. So that right there shows you that he didn't mean the apology. It wasn't sincere. He didn't care. It was all just to, save the few bucks in his pocket and whatever. So it's just like, and I don't know. I thought about it. I was like, what if, I made a little joke on one of my podcasts, like if it was Biden getting shot, and he would look the same, going down, like, because it wouldn't really do much damage to him or whatever. And if it was Biden that had gotten shot and I made that joke, that would have been a little distasteful. Would I have still done it? Probably, because I'm kind of, a lot of vets are kind of sick-minded. We have a sick sense of humor, that's for sure. But, at the same time, like I said, I wasn't enraged and like, oh my God, that's so disgusting, the joke. It was like, I was like, dude, that's not a good joke. But, because, when JFK was shot, there were people that were happy about it and this and that, But, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just, it is kind of hard to look past some of those things and still support and or buy the movie tickets or buy the concert tickets to these individuals that say these things that you're just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it makes it tough. They should just stay out of politics, man. They really need to. And most people do. It's just a few that just can't help themselves, and so it's like what's his face? Robert De Niro. It's like, can't stand the dude. I haven't watched anything new from him in the last couple years because it's like, dude, shut up. And I'm just like, whatever, okay, I'm not going to support anything. And then now it's like, it's even hard to watch some of the classics that I grew up loving, Like, I love Heat, Goodfellas, Godfather. But it's like, I've thought about watching them, and I'm just like, you know what? It makes it hard because you sit there and you watch it, and you're just like, this guy's an idiot. I don't know. And, they're actors. So it's like, I've always said, Tom Cruise is a psycho, but he makes good movies. And that's true. And I still believe that. But I don't know, man. It's hard to... I don't know. Like, how come I can look past Trump or Tom Cruise's, affinity, that's not the right word, but his relationship with Scientology. But I can't look past individuals that, I can look past people that don't like Trump. If you don't like Trump, I get it, but the things that bother me are when it seems like they're being paid or told to say the things, because there's so many things that, like, the news and everything that they say, that's just, it's like complete lies. And nobody calls them out on, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to think. Maybe it's just because, Tom Cruise going to Scientology and doing whatever, that affects him and him, whatever, they choose that. But, whoever's in office right now as the president affects everybody. So maybe that's why, it's just, it's like, don't like Trump, that's fine, but don't, like, vote against him or say a bunch of stuff because you think he looks funny, or the things that, it's like, just look at the results. They just try to make up so much shit. Like, he was president for 4 years. Did he do any of this crap you guys are saying? No. And they just keep making up stuff. Who's been calling him Hitler and a Nazi for the last 8 years? But I don't know. It's just the left is like so, I don't know, man. And I'm talking about the far left too, not the center left, center right. Like I've said before, far left, far right, they're psychos, you know? And most people I think that most people are in the middle. Like me, I guess. But I've gotten more and more to the right, just seeing all the crazy bullshit that comes from the left. I don't know. I've talked about it before. But anyway, that's it. I've been talking for a little while now, so I think that's about it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.
You just put yourself through another episode of The Objective Jerk. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Please email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment, wherever you find this, follow. It all helps. But thanks again, and I'll see you next time.